Check 1 2, check 1 2. Mic check. What's going on, boys? This is Neomustangs. My name is Dan. Sorry I didn't give you guys any warning I was going to go live. I really wasn't going to go live. But I figured I would go ahead and get started on my T5 rebuild. This isn't the T5 rebuild for Smitty Bad. This is just a T5 rebuild. So, little housekeeping. I stream in OBS. So, it's really hot up here, so I need some water. I stream in OBS, so if OBS starts to buffer or kicks in and out or whatever like that, don't worry about it. It'll come back. It doesn't kick me out. But I figured while I was working, I might as well just chat with y'all. I set up the live stream. I'm going to be in and out of camera. So if you guys want to chat and have questions for me or just want to hang out or whatever, just feel free to chat it up in the chat. I'm going to do a little bit of work while I live stream. Kind of get set up for my T5 swap rebuild. If you guys don't mind watching. What's happening? Mini Jeep, what's going on? Cousin Paul. So I got a pretty decent routine on Sundays where I rebuild T5s. It works out. It's kind of tough when I got my kids for the weekend because you know, finding time to kind of, you know, I know Cousin Paul and Cousin Fred kind of set me up a little bit as part of the business to get the swap ready, but you know, then you still got to put it back together, whatever. What's up, Kyle, Tyler, Stingman78? So anyways, there really isn't any discussion tonight. I usually have stuff to like discuss, like things that's you know, that's went on, that happened. I do have a couple things I'm going to show you guys with the white car that happened this week. If you didn't get a chance to watch that video, we be bending shit all the time. Which makes the TKX build that much better. Like as far as like the testing it and stuff. So, I almost threw that on my laptop. Anyway, I'm just kind of getting this T5 set up, ready to go, so I can get it done. But this past week was kind of crazy. We went to Thompson Drag Raceway, where I normally race at, and literally about hit a wall 20 feet out. Now, I mean, I know you guys, I do a lot of racing. Probably a lot of guys are like, well, that's a race car, but it's not really a race car. Try not to make it that way. It happens. What's up, Ryan? Thanks for helping me out with the AC relay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Those things are always bad. AC wide open throttle relay is always bad. Probably 2/3 of the harnesses that we pull that are engine harnesses are usually have a wide open throttle, pigtail, and relay that are just ruined. But speaking of ruined, we got a whole T5 here. Got two of them here that are just absolutely destroyed. They're like a dirty diaper. I opened them up and they're just terrible. Not really something I'm proud of to say, but we went ahead and decided to order a bunch of new gears for it. So we're going to check these out and I'm going to start getting it ready. But yeah, we ended up last Wednesday, you guys seen my video with my white Fox. We ended up replacing some of the control arm bolt. And if you didn't get a chance to see the video, you need to go back over and see the video. But you know, we ended up doing like, you know, these are my control arm bolts. There's like 6 of these, 5 of these that were just bent. That don't look bent, but that's bent. And then the best one of them all, the upper control arm one, bent AF. So we ended up replacing a bunch of them with this 10.9 stuff. Well, you know, it was in the video. But we went to the track that's not in the video that happened that night that I released it or got the video ready. And I don't know what happened to the anti-roll bar, but we broke that shit too. Look at that. These are the links that hold the anti-roll bar in. Broke it straight up. You know, I launched this stuff hard, man. I don't play with these parts, you know. I probably should strip the car a little bit and lighten the load up a little bit, but you know, that's not what I'm all about. So I like my street car. Whoops. I like my street car and everything about it. My filling net gaskets give out this week, so fun. Oh, okay. My SBC Roller rockers fit 302 floored? I don't think so. Rich, what's up? Do you recommend copper RTV or a gasket for on-3 turbo? Okay, so on-3 turbo kits are a cookie cutter turbo kit. And what I mean by cookie cutter, very simply, is, you know, they're made in mass. So there's things that you're going to have to do that I've actually taught people over the years that you should look out for. One of the things that you want to do to the on-3 header is very simple. You want to go get it, take it to a machine shop and have them level the flange out. Now I can almost guarantee you that the flange has worked. Or, well, I can't say that because, you know, I've had some good ones in the past that never leaked. But, you know, every time I did that with my flanges, I've never had a leaky header. Even to date with the current on-3 kit on my 408. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be going in and out of the camera, getting tools and stuff. So my computer is set up right there next to the bench. So, but that's what I would suggest. Then when you get them flanged, so what they'll do is they'll put them on a belt sander and they'll make it until they're like flat or whatever. So Rich, best thing for you to do is do that. Take it to a machine shop and make sure the flange is straight. And then worry about the other stuff later. As far as the gasket's concerned, yeah, you can just put some RTV on it. That's what most people do anyway, you know? It's not that bad of a, not that big of a deal. So I'm gonna make sure I count all these gears. So outside of that, what's up, Blockless Fox? So outside of that, I had to take those. I actually ordered the new anti-roll bars links. They ain't gonna be. I don't know when they're gonna be here. I ordered them like a week ago, and they ain't even decided to ship them yet, which don't make no sense to me. It's like, man, I was like, if they're out of stock, why don't you put that on your website? You know? I hate that shit. Why do they do that? So, doesn't make any sense. So these are some of the parts. I'll show you guys, like some of these, like the third gear here. It's brand new. This guy, this transmission I'm rebuilding is getting a. I think I showed this in one of my other live streams. It's first, getting a brand new second, brand new third, brand new input, aka fourth gear, and a new counter, of course. But it's a good rebuild. I gotta always check the hub. This is kind of boring shit, I know. But, you know, I can work and talk at the same time. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I like the multitask, that's for sure. Definitely not gonna get the likes and the subscribes from this one. Yeah. Does anyone know how to measure rocker studs to know whether they are 3/8 or 7/16? Just get one of those, just get a pair of mics or get one of these. Like I have one of those little blue plates that tell you all the threads or whatever. I had a friend put my computer in his and it's gone. I'm going to carve it till Holley gets their shit together. That's a lot of work, man. I'm telling you, Rob. That is a lot of work. You're going to go back from one way to the other. I mean, Holley just... The problem with Holley is they actually subcontracted the Holley Terminator X off to another company. Much like a lot of these people did. And, you know, they're just behind on the product. So, I'm sure with all this stuff going around about emissions, that they most likely might be holding back a little bit. I mean, that's hearsay. But I'm just kind of speculating. Maybe something like that. What do you guys think? Gotta look for cracks on that hub. Seen these cracked before. They also got a little dowel pin in there right there. Forget to put that in, your race goes round and round and round and blows your main shaft up. So what else? Yeah, I'm just setting up here. So I'm waiting for you guys to talk and I'll talk back. Here's the 3-piece carbon fiber blocker rings that I use for 1, 2, and for 1 and for 2. That's what these take. So I dump these right up in my transmission fluid all over my wall now. Let them soak. I should have had this done a while ago. I've had this transmission sitting here for like ever. These are little blocker rings for 3 and input shaft. So, anybody got any questions? We'll talk about what's going on in the Foxbody world. What kind of builds they got going on. Seems like it's getting towards the end of the winter, or excuse me, end of the summer, and a lot of people aren't watching too much Foxbody stuff right now. Did you guys notice that? The views and the watch time's down a lot. I think it's just a transition, to be honest with you. Like I honestly think that doing input. I honestly think doing stuff like I'm doing right here with the live stream and you know, just engaging with the content creator is going to be kind of something that's going to be more common than not, because you could actually live. I mean, there's like an 8-second delay on my stuff, but I mean, there's actually, you know, on live, it's just like, you know, you can ask questions. You can support the channel. You can do everything in live streams. Second. Or that's thirds bearing, my bad. What's up, Pat Turchin? I heard you broke the shit again. What's up, Mike Perez? Appreciate the rear counter. Appreciate the club membership. If you guys are interested, I know Brutal just started his. But I've had my club membership up for almost a year now. It's the join button below if you guys are interested in supporting the channel. Like I said, you know, like he says, you know, all the money in our channels, or at least in my channel, stays. I mean, I haven't even used any of it yet. So Fox Days of Christmas are coming, and I can't wait. And I'm sure you can't neither. Got a lot of really cool stuff to do, to give away to the community. So stuff like that is part of that. Club memberships, the watch time, the ads, just whatever we get from YouTube. So it's kind of neat. You know what I mean? What's that T5 going? Are you riveting now? It is a customer. I actually sold a T5 swap, complete swap to a guy who put it in a 38 about 3 years ago. And he has since bought 3 swaps since, because he does like that, you know, like you see on, like I've been watching that Rust to Riches, the Car Master stuff. He does a lot of that. He does his own custom work with like the trucks and like the cars and whatever. He just makes his own hot rods. But he uses the T5. So I sell him like the whole swap. So this is like another one of his swaps that I'm selling him. But this time I'm going to do him good. I'm going to surprise him, and he's going to get all new gears in this one. Should I buy another Foxbody and go broke or what? Probably not. Foxbody's prices are kind of leveling out a little bit. If you want to ask me, I'm over here on the press. I don't have a fancy pantsy press, folks. I got a little Harbor Freight one that old cousin Paul broke to my advantage years ago. What's up, Broken Tool? So, I think the prices of Foxbodies are going to continue to rise, but I don't think they're going to rise as fast as they did in 2020, because I think there was a little bit of a craze there for a while. But they kind of really jumped up there. The reason why I say that is I've been watching this specifically about 3 different coupes, right? Because I was going to buy another coupe. And this guy can't get rid of this coupe. Like, he started at 15, and then he went to, you know, I'm not going to base all what I'm saying off of just that one guy. But, like, that thing's down to, like, 8,500 now. And it's just like, this is a nice coupe. It's decent. I mean, I can pick out where there's some tomfoolery. But, like, it's not bad. And I'm like, how's this guy still got this thing for sale? And, you know, I'm tempted to just go pull the trigger on it. I mean, it's in Michigan, which I don't care to travel to, but I mean, it is in Michigan. And it is a nice Mustang. Can you guys hear me from this far away? Hello? You might get an echo. That's just me going through the garage. Like I said, I'm going to be in and out of the camera getting tools and getting set up and blah, blah, blah. So don't mind me. You got to get it started. You got to replace this sleeve. Like when your transmission's leaking in the back, most likely it's probably because the seal isn't that good anymore and that sleeve is wore out. What happens is the input shaft wears this sleeve out and wears out on the input shaft, and then it actually leaks from here, not the seal. A lot of people change the seal and then it keeps leaking, and it's just like, dude, my transmission keeps leaking. And I'm like, yeah, because your sleeve's not changed. Blockless Fox saying, okay, are you still going to do a creative coupe? Absolutely. You talking about Megatron? My guy Brutal, he named my coupe Megatron. I was going to name it Coupe D. What was the other ones? What was the other ones we were deciding on name-wise? But we decided Megatron, and the reason why I decided Megatron is because I'm like a Decepticon guy. I don't know if you guys, I'm not a bad guy, but I used to root for Megatron at least. I mean, let the bad guy win at least once. Come on. You know? So, I always liked the way Megatron looked. So, we decided to name our created coupe Megatron. But that's not something I can do right now. Because we have a TKX that we're getting ready to put in the black car, aka test subject. What do you guys think about that name? What do you guys think about calling the black car test subject? And what do you guys think about Megatron's name? Listen, my creative coupe that we're about to do is legendary, man. I really, that is hard. That is not something that's easy. And shout out to those guys. My friend over in, God bless it. I don't remember his name. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, shout out to those guys who's actually made coupes out of verts. That is not an easy, that will not be an easy feat. But I'm going to go, you know, I'm going to go one further, and I'm going to actually create a coupe out of a hatchback, which I have not seen anybody do. So I want to do, you know, I want to leave something in the Foxbody community that's going to be like, hey, do you guys know Neomustangs? Be like, yeah, that's that guy that created a coupe out of a hatchback. You see what I mean? And I got the perfect hatchback back there that is dented, got a sunroof, and has just a little bit of rust right where I'd be cutting everything. So that's what we're going to do with Create a Coupe. Well, if it isn't the famous Nakia Hester. What's up, my dude? So, yeah, I mean, that's exactly, you know, it's speaking of just like legacy, like we're talking about. That's kind of the stuff that I talked to Brutal about too. It's just like we talked about that Create a Coupe quite often, and he's the one who actually named it Megatron, because we're going to leave it patina. Like all of its scars and welds and everything are just going to be kind of like just kind of like clear coated in. You know what I mean? So it'll be pretty cool. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know, like I was talking about with Foxbody, to answer your question, Mini Jeep, like, I don't know that they're going to come down. You know, we kind of really, it really determines on the Cobra. Am I right? I mean, the Cobra just continues to skyrocket. And what the Cobra is actually doing is it's actually drawing all the regular Foxbody prices up as well. You know what I mean? So it's like it is the holy grail of the Foxbody community, as far as like, you know, the Cobra itself. You know, the Celine, the Cobra, the Mark IIs, the SAAC. Yeah, I pay attention when somebody tells me they got an SAAC, because I'm gonna be honest with you, you couldn't even buy that car. I think they only made like 60 of them. You couldn't even buy that car unless you were in a club. And then you had to pre-order it like a year in advance. And it was like 100 grand or 80, 70 grand. I don't even know. It was a lot. So this is ready to go. New sleeve, new seal. Got this all lubed up. I'm not going to replace this. My threads look good. That one looks kind of funny, but we might Healy coil that at the end. Anyway. Y'all should see the dirty diaper I just opened in that box. That T5 right there. Man, that thing smelled like dog shit when I opened it up. Anyway, but yeah, I don't think the Foxbody prices are going to go down. I just think they're going to start to level out, if that makes any sense. But you know, I mean, and that's okay. They you know, they're a popular car to have. I enjoy my Foxbodies. I love my Foxbodies. So, you know, it is what it is. Speaking of Cobras, I'm gonna show y'all a picture. I actually showed Foxcast this a couple days ago. Hold on a minute. What's up, Hanlon? Appreciate the super sticker. Goes towards the channel. Fox Days of Christmas. Appreciate it. This is gonna piss y'all straight off. What do you say there? Told you I knew where there was a Cobra sitting in the field. Look at that. That's about 20 miles from me. Can't get it. Can't get it. What's up, Jason Stewart? You gonna let me in on what you got going on in that card? Or keep everybody in limbo? But yeah, anyways, I was actually gonna go after. That's gonna make for a good video. I'm going to go revisit that car. I know it's still sitting in the field because sadly, it's a red on black Cobra with a D code. And it's sitting in about 20 miles from me. It's been sitting there for years. And I'm going to go revisit that and see what's going on with it again. I'm not cool with that. I'm going to shoot a little bit of video of it. I mean, if I can get close to it or whatever. Don's House of Stangs. Handling my TKO I got from you. It ships like butter. Cool, man. That's good to know. Because I'm about to find out how butter shifting is. We're about to send it, bro. We're about to send it. Now I'm trying to figure out which one is the 4-cylinder first gear now. I don't want to mess that up. So anyways, I got some people in chat here. I want to show something. I want to show you guys something. I showed chat earlier. But, you know, if you guys watched my Torque Monster video I put out, what was it, Friday night? If you watched like the little intro, because I don't normally big on intros, but when I'll do them like something that's funny or something that's cool or whatever. If you go back and actually watch the intro where it shows my, you know, my Neomustangs, like my Facebook and my Instagram, and then it shows the subscribe button, that actually happened on Wednesday. That was actually a cut clip from Wednesday. And if you notice, the whole car came up and like went right to the wall. Because I be breaking shit. This is my anti-roll bar. Go back and watch the first like 10 seconds or 20 seconds of it. This is my driver's side. It bent. It bent. Like, I'm not going to put this in a video, so I'm just going to show you guys on live stream. And then this one just straight up broke. No idea why. I guess it was just time. So, yeah, if you watch the first 10 seconds of the Torque Monster video, I shot that video, or I edited that video the day after that happened, and I didn't put it at the end. Because actually, I was kind of embarrassed about it. But it is what it is. Cruise night Saturday, burnouts, nice. You should have got some video of that. Swedish Sugar, that's a shame. That Cobra, look, that is a legitimate picture. I took that picture, Sweet, I took that picture June 24th of 2018. It's been over 3 years ago. And I know that car's still sitting there. Somebody told me about it. That's why I even bring it up. I'll go live or whatever if I got any. I don't even think I got signal out that far. It's like 20 miles out. So, but I got something new this past week. You guys will be interested in knowing. This slider doesn't look bad. Got a little wear. This is first. Or no, that's first. Second doesn't look terrible. It's reusable, sort of. On new gears, this will be all right. I got a Draggy this past week. And I actually, the footage from last Wednesday was, I actually had the Draggy on. And kind of embarrassing that, you know, that it got, my anti-roll bar got all twisted up. Like, I don't even really know how it happened. I have an idea, but that's installer error idea. You know, you never know when you're going to F something up, you know, and not install it right. But my anti-roll bar has been installed for years. But I think what had happened is very possible that one of the links got messed up when we dropped the axle, changing the control arm bolts. It might have got bound up somehow, and it might have came loose a little bit enough to where when I hit it real hard, it just bent everything and broke. You know what I mean? It was kind of out of adjustment at that point. But some things can't be unseen, but some things will. Anytime you beat the hell out of the car, it should always be inspected before and after runs. Right? I usually do that. So how is the Holley Terminator X working out for you? I was purchasing it myself. So Adam Molina, did you buy it from Hanlon or did you buy it from Anderson Ford Motorsports? Two very good companies of mine. not mine, but two very good companies that I represent. So you got to say things right on YouTube. It's two companies that I do business with. They don't give me anything free. Well, they give you stuff free. I got a cam over there somebody getting, and some other stuff that you ain't seen yet. Another blocker ring. This is the blocker rings you get in Hanlon's. This is a Tremec blocker ring. Or, yeah, 1-2 blocker ring, whatever you want to call it. I know where that thing is. That old man has a ton of cars. Yeah, see? Bob Brown, you know. Bob, I didn't even know you watched my live streams, bro. How's that Rambler coming? Blockless Fox. Oh, you bought it straight from Holley. I was up in your neck of the woods Tuesday night, Neo. My mom was in the hospital. I'm sorry to hear that, my man. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope she recovers. I just changed my rear springs. I had 4-cylinder springs from an 86. I've noticed quite a difference. Honestly, guys, God bless it. Honestly, guys, I use the factory GT springs. You guys might not. I don't use the coilovers. I don't do the... there's nothing wrong with that. Actually, that's kind of next level shit. But I use the factory GT springs with about like 3/4 of a spring cut out of it. So I do, I do use the factory stuff still. But I also use the single adjustables, which I'm about to switch over to the Vikings, and anti-roll bar. But the nice thing about having a 28 tall tire is it takes up a lot of the slack for, when you're, trying to stick the car. Wow. Paper. This is what paper looks like when you don't change the fluid. This is why most T5s all need rebuild at this point. Junk. Oh. What did Hanlon say? Here we go. Anyone getting into TKX, be sure to add the t-shirt TK. Yeah, so if you're gonna order a TKX, actually my TKX is for sale. The TKX, I'm gonna do an unboxing video, but if I don't get it in the car before the 327s get over to Hanlon, because that's the one we wanted, I think that's how we're gonna do it. I'm not real sure. I know he doesn't have any 6.8 overdrive units, and mine's the only one left that we're gonna test. But Andrew said something to me last week that he's getting 327s, so I may end up just shipping that out to somebody who buys it and getting another TKX to replace it, get the gear ratio that I wanted. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we'll just be doing a swap or whatever. So you get a free, if you order a TKX, you get free shipping and you get a free t-shirt. In the cart, when you add the TKX, in the cart you just put free swag Neo, basically what Hanlon just said, and you will get those items. I mean, the shipping alone is like $150. That's a lot. So that's worth it alone right there. Plus you get a Hanlon t-shirt. Hell yeah. Roy, what's up? Sorry to hear it, Loch Ness. Yep. Everybody keep Loch Ness Fox, aka Robert Kretz, mom in their prayers. We don't ever like to see somebody's family get sick. If any of y'all are close to Virginia, there's a Street Outlaw No Prep Kings at the end of the month. Nice. Yeah, don't you need a TKX there, Jason Stewart? If you guys don't know who Jason Stewart is, then you're not watching Foxcast Media. Ooh, that one looks a little beat up. Oh, it's not that bad. Jason Stewart is on Foxcast Media's channel. Caleb, a good friend of mine. you're not subbed to Foxcast, go over there and sub right now. But they got a little sneaky Pete motor going in old Jason's car somewhere. And I think Caleb, and I think I'm okay to say this, but I think Caleb's selling his new Edge. Pretty sure I seen him on Facebook talking about it. They're listing it for sale. And it ain't April Fool's, so. Is Brutal still here in the channel, or is he gone? Yo, Hanlon, can I get a t-shirt for buying a Stage 2? What's up, guys? I'm late. What are you working on? I am working on a T5. Got a main shaft over here. I don't even know if you guys can see it, but I'm about to start setting that up here in a second. I'm just trying to clean what's left of this stuff. What's up, Pretender? You're not cutting wood tonight. What's up, Frank 3 Stangs? Did Jim call you out on that Illuminati too? Frank's things? What do you guys think of that video? Oh man. That's crazy. That was a very entertaining video. Not because it was just entertaining. I enjoyed it a lot. My neighbor has a Rambler 69. I think, well, Bob Brown, for you guys that don't know, Bob Brown here in my chat has been around the channel or not channel, but he's been racing for a long time in the area. He actually owns a very reputable paint shop, customs, details. There's a lot of things that he does. I'm cutting you short here, Bob. I'm sorry. So we've all been friends. You know, when you're friends with people for so many years, you know what they do and how good they are at it. You know, I'd really like Bob to paint the black car test subject over here, but I don't know if I can drop the money that he deserves to get it painted. Not right now, at least. You know what I'm saying? So, was an awesome video, but he got his info twisted. Why did he get his info twisted? I'm curious to hear that. Pretender, send me a message. I got you covered. Cool. So I got a website. I'm just kind of talking out loud, guys. So if you just want to talk and ask some questions, again, you know, I just kind of jump from one to the other. I wish I had some gift cards to give away, but kind of not at that point yet in my channel. You know, I'd love to be, you know, I'm definitely bringing the goodies in Fox Days of Christmas. You guys gave me some good ideas on what we should do. Like, I think what we're going to do is I'm going to dress Katie up as an elf. I'm going to be dressed up as a something. And definitely going to make Cousin Paul dress up. I just ain't figured that out yet. Like a Oompa Loompa or something. I'm just kidding, Paul. But I think what we're going to do is, I think we're going to try to live stream from outside the door here in the snow. So, I mean, it's kind of, I hope my computer doesn't freeze up on me or the camera or whatever, but I'm going to try to do it that way. We'll see what happens. Do you only do local work? I recently got a T5 and don't know how good it is, and I'm in Ohio. I don't normally do work for much. You know, usually a lot of my work comes through my websites or word of mouth. Like I say, I get return customers from all the time. This guy, like I said, this guy I'm doing this for has bought 3 swaps from me for, you know, 38, I don't know, these crazy monstrosity of builds, which they all come out really, really nice. They're $100,000 vehicles. But, you know, I always make sure I take care of them. Yeah, let me tell you what, a free rebuild from anybody that knows what they're doing with a T5. Is there a pin stuff? Oh. Is I mean, you're talking the rebuild kit alone that Hamlin gave Brutal was like the retail on the thing is $389.99 plus shipping. You know, and I usually charge $75 an hour, normal shop rate to do them. It usually takes, you know, 4 to 6 hours easy, depending on that. That's to clean it and bead blast stuff and to get everything put back together or whatever. But I'm at the point now where I'm rebuilding these things. I'm not even thinking twice to just replace parts. You know, just even if the gear's, you know, made in Indonesia or whatever, I'm not going to put a half-assed factory one in there and have it all messed up. You know what I mean? Speedy Bad. Oh, okay. Jimmer, do they have custom gears for the T5? I think the lower overdrive gear would be great. I mean, in fifth gear, running 410s, yeah, I get it. I mean, you must want to run 75, 80 miles an hour on the highway. Is that what you're trying to do, achieve there? Because, I mean, it does rev up. I know Dad's cars are 373. And then we get it put in fifth gear about 65 mile an hour. So I would imagine that around 75 or 80 mile an hour on I think that's a 680D on the T5. Most of them, at least. So I guess that would wind out to about 3,000 or whatever. This is what I need, Andrew. This is what I need to be getting for these rebuild kits now. I need to be getting those brass forks pads because these plastic ones are always beat to hell when I take them apart. Might want to put them in spinny pads. The 355s are nice. I don't want to go down the highway of I get it. So, what was I talking about? Fox Days of Christmas? So yeah, the Fox Days of Christmas are going to be dope. It's going to be epic, man. You guys are going to love it. You know, I talk to Brutal often enough that I can say his name on my channel often enough. And the things that we got involved as far as like the items to give you guys for this, you know, these giveaways, it's going to be epic. I don't think anybody else has done this stuff before, so it's going to be pretty cool. Junk. Paper Synchros, bros. Look at that. Every T5 needs a rebuild. They need to get these things out. Junk. Need that carbon fiber, bro. And that's the stuff you got to look for. Chip third, baby. That's why I bought a new third. That don't mean it don't work, but I ain't putting that in the customer's trans. Shit. All right, I'm out. All right, make sure you hit that thumbs up, Hamlin Motorsports. The Astro Kit came with the 5.9. Okay. What else we got going on here? So, if your speedometer's ever jumping around, like I be giving you guys all this boring tech shit. Like if your speedometer's ever jumping around, you should probably check this gear. I've seen this gear literally wear out, like it wears out like a U shape, and the gear on the other side is already wore out too. So this will also make your speedometer skip, just so you know. I'm getting ready to drop a Vortec V1 with 340 Holley pump, Siemens 60s TX, dual sync, and other supporting mods. Any word of wisdom you can offer? Make sure you wire the pump, the 340. Always, always, always wire the pump. So, a lot of guys don't wire that. I have the TKX in and the clutch from Hamlin already, okay? Yeah, the 60s, I don't think, on a V1 with a 340, I don't think that's going to max. The V1 will probably make 500, 520 wheel on 10 to 12 pounds. I mean, he should be on 80s, maybe. I don't know. But I think 60s max on gas, 60s max around 600, 580. On E85, forget it. Don't even try. On 80s, you could probably creep into around 650, 675, which is what we're going to do in test subject is we're gonna make 600 wheel like I was talking about. Speaking of which, I got to show you guys something new I got. If you don't watch my Instagram, you should. I mean, I don't post stupid shit all the time, but I got something. I traded up. Does that make sense? I traded up on two things actually, but I had already mentioned the other. So I'll show you guys towards the end of the stream. I'll show you the new addition to the stream, or new addition to test subject. Right now we didn't put the headers or anything on it because I got to get them planed, and the crossover's got to get the 66 gate that we did on the white car. You know what I mean? If any of y'all have a T5 and don't want to use one, or you're not as talented as Dan is, go Advance Auto. You get a 3-year warranty on they got T5s for sale at Advance Auto? That's crazy. All right. I gotta keep these together. So Cousin Paul does a nice job getting all this stuff kind of ready for me. It's not a hard job, but it's kind of tedious. You know what I mean? It's kind of a pain in the ass, really, anything, if you ask him. And just so you guys know, you can convert a 4-cylinder transmission to a V8. Just so you know. Ask me how I know. Nice thing about 4-cylinder transmissions is they're not beat to hell, just like the cars. The V8 ones, beat to hell. I mean, look at this second gear out of this 4-cylinder trans. It looks like it's never been shifted. Well, it's got a little shiny on it, but the engagement teeth are sick. It's crazy. They don't make enough damn power to hurt it. Later, Broken Tools. Good seeing you, brother. Running 93 and still stock 302 with heads, E-cam, and Tricklow track heat. Okay. Don't the 4-bangers have a 3? Yes. So if you decide that you're going to rebuild a T5 in danger, or you know, you can actually convert your 4-cylinder T5 to a V8, but you got to change all the gears inside. Now, as far as the main shaft is concerned, I mean, I'm giving you guys a big secret right there. As far as the main shaft's concerned, and the top, the main case, and the rear tail, all the same V8 or 4-cylinder, doesn't matter. They never change the difference. Even the sliders are all the same. But you change the first, second, third, and input and counter, the main gears, and you can convert it over. What's up, Sophia? Howdy, boys. Iowa, not a Foxbody owner, but doing a 5.0 swap in a Ranger. I've had it 20 years. The 5.0 community online has been very helpful. Love the incremental upgrades in your dad's car. I appreciate you. Appreciate you coming in. Don House, what's your quarter mile time? Okay. So what do you guys think of... I forget what I was going to say. Oh. You guys want to see what I got new for test subject? Don't be hating on me. So, take it as a no. All right, man. We'll see you later, Smitty. So, pretty much got everything here now. I need to get ready for this. Jason, check NPD. Does anyone know where I can get the plastic from a horn button piece on the... Yes, check NPD. What did I get? Hold on, I'll show you. I gotta find my... Yeah, I'll just show you. Hold on. I'm about ready to quit. It's 9 o'clock and I'm tired. Sunday. It is what it is. So, this past week, doing a little wheeling and dealing. So I traded up. And I got something for test subject. I'm going to put a piece of tape over. Man, that doesn't work. What do you guys think it is? Go ahead and guess. What do you guys think it is? Now, this is all part of the TKX swap. Give me some guesses. Plain white box. Ain't nothing in it. Plain white box. Yay! Plain white box. Honest opinion. Okay. A bobblehead of yourself? A bobblehead? I bobble my head enough for that. Be bobbleheading running on these stupid miles. Bubble, bubble. Boom! Funny conversation happened this past week. So, you guys know I got a bigger turbo kit for the black car. I got a Hong Kong hairdryer right there, baby. Well, it's probably not Hong Kong, but whatever. So, Jason knows, he's been watching my Instagram. We had a little like 7668 Turbonetics, and just recently I upgraded wastegates too on the same turbo kit, because you guys know I did that video recently about, you know, guys, that shit ain't gonna cut it, bro. Even at 600 wheel, that's too damn small. So this is my cross for my turbo kit. So what we're going to end up doing is just like I did with my my last turbo kit. We're going to take this hole, we're going to hog it out 2.5, 2 1/4, 2.5, and then we're going to put the 66 millimeter gate right here, like we did on my last kit. If you guys watch that video, because this 46 ain't going to keep up. But I also had a problem with the turbo kit. The turbo that came with the kit was a 7668. So a 7668 Turbonetics is a nice turbo, you know, for a stock bottom end or 306 or even like a 331. Spools super fast. But I can't have that either. I don't want to be limited. I want to be able to turn the car up after I'm done messing around with that trans. You know what I'm saying? So I traded up. I got $500 for the turbo kit in trade. The Turbonetics 7668. I gave Dave the brand new 46 millimeter wastegate that I had that was worth $300. It actually retails at $400. And then like $300 or $400, and I got the new. He had a brand new 7675 billet precision turbo, which is the same turbo that I have my 408. So sounds like it's just like a song that keeps repeating itself with these turbos. But I think with this turbo kit, what's up, Frank Stangs? With this turbo kit and the bigger gate, we can achieve the same thing we did with the white car, where we can control the boost and we can control the power. So I think it's going to make 600 sneezing at it. And then we're going to change the trans and beat the shit out of it. Take it back out, turn the car back up, because Vengeance clutch got to go in, because we got to test that too, remember? Test subject. So the 7668 is actually a really good turbo for like the GT40, like he's talking about. Sean Ray's talking about. Yeah, I'm debating it's behind a 331. Okay. Looks like it weighs less. Let me tell you what. The VS Racing turbo. Here, I'll pull it out. I don't have a weight scale here, but this shit is ridiculous. I mean, ridiculous. This is actually for sale if anybody wants to buy it. I can't even get it out of the box, bro. Oh my. Jeez, oh Pete. What in the hell? Like, I'm gonna drop it, bro. This is heavy. Oh. Alright, so this is an 80. This is an 8782 VS Racing. Big old billet. Woo! See you, Smurf it. Look at this thing. This is actually for sale. Or I'm just going to send it back. I actually had to wait about 3 months for this turbo. But I didn't realize that this turbo was going to be cast iron on both sides. I thought it was aluminum over here, which would have made it a lot lighter. And that's just not the case. That thing's a monster. But it's super heavy. You know, and this is the 76 Precision, and you can see the difference. Look at that. You can see the difference or whatever, but this is an 8782. So 82 compressor side, 87 big wheel. And this is 76 or 75, which obviously is going to be smaller, but whatever. So anyway, all right, we'll go put this thing back. Oh, anyway, so anybody else got some questions for me? Tech questions or whatever, just want to ask me questions. I know Brutal just went live, so not worried about it. I was just kind of coming in tonight, talk to you guys while I'm getting ready for my trans swap, and kind of BS a little bit. You guys watch me put some of the stuff together, get it ready to bring it together. Let me ask you and the board, best cylinder heads for a Vortex supercharged. I know the stock cam can be used, just curious. Okay, so if you run the stock cam and you're going to run a cylinder head, if you're going to run the stock cam, you need to run GT40 heads. End of story. I mean, I would run GT40 heads with B cam with a supercharger. When you start, when you do it, I mean, the reason why they call it HCI, I mean, when you go heads cam intake, you kind of replace them all at once and you match them. So if you're going to run a stock cam, just leave it GT40 or stock heads. You could do an entry-level set of aluminum heads, but it's not really going to do you any favors. So don't waste your money at that point. What's your take on a 2010 to 2014 GT500s? My brother's looking into getting one. They're badass cars, man, no doubt. And that Coyote? Sending you a message on the VS Turbo. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely getting rid of the VS Turbo. I am not keeping it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's still brand new in the box. It's heavy. It's too big for me. You know, I'm going to go with the Precision 7675, and we're going to be done with it. Anyway, I'm looking for my pin. So again, if you guys are interested, I am going to be getting my website put together very soon. It's already half together now, so I could sell some merch or whatever. Also, what was I gonna say? Make sure you keep giving me those comments about what you'd like to see Fox Days of Christmas, because that's exactly where I'm gonna be referencing from when I finalize building all or buying all my buying the rest of my stuff for the giveaways. I mean, I would love to give things away all the time, guys, but I don't have the ability to do that. You know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure soon I will. And I'd love to get back to the community. What is going on with brake cleaner on my laptop? This is stupid. What we got? Gennaro, what up? Sometimes when I'm driving my car and let go of the gas pedal, my RPMs stay at like 1500, 200 RPM sometimes, and then if I step on the gas and rev, it goes. You mean you talking about you flutter the gas pedal and it'll fix it? Was the Big Dog Turbo Kit originally set up for twins? No. The Big Dog Kit was set up for a big turbo. Matter of fact, that VS Racing Turbo should be for that kit. But I ain't even gonna lie to you, that's a hell of a turbo. And like I said, I didn't know that VS Racing, that both sides of that turbo were cast iron. That thing weighs more than 30 pounds. And anything that any turbo that weighs more than about 30 pounds need to be supported. And the B&G kit or the On3 kits, neither one of them have a good support at all. So I think you'll be at the end of the July, end of the 4th in the quarter. Pony Express, okay. With a 411 rear gears, would it be better? It'd be better if you had a 28. 26 on a 26 tall tire with 411s, with a T5 or a 335 first or whatever. You're going to be coming through the traps screaming at like, because your car you should put rev limiter. If it's a stock bottom end, you shouldn't be revving past like 64, 6,300. Your car's done at 58 or 54, 56 anyways. It's already starting to plateau off and start its descent. So definitely, I definitely would run a 28. You would be climbing. 26, you would be screaming. Yeah, if I hit the gas pedal, it goes back down. That's just a TPS thing. You could do a base idle reset, or you could do clean the TPS or whatever, and it'll change it out for you. Yeah, the IAC too. Clean the IAC. The IAC gets dirty inside. Trust me. I have to clean them. Me and Cousin Paul and Cousin Fred clean those things all the time. And they're just filthy. Absolutely filthy. Oh. So I appreciate you guys for sticking around. We're about an hour in, 5 minutes in. Got about 5 or 10 more minutes. If you guys got some tech questions you want to talk about, then I'm going to go ahead and slam this T5 together. I got to focus a little bit. Y'all got me off topic here. That's okay. That's exactly why I live stream. What size fuel injector should I use when using Vortec V3SC? 60s at a minimum, 80s in your best. If you're going with E85, bro, then you need as big as an injector as you can buy. Now I'm gonna forewarn y'all. 160s is really where you need to be. 160s, 125s, 95s. That's when you can start introducing your car to like E85, because E85 takes like 30% more fuel. So, like if you can get away with gas at 60s and 80s, imagine how much more injector you'll need. I mean, just do math to make the same amount of horsepower on E85. But E85 is a really good fuel to use power on. So, yeah, no problem, Gennaro. So, what we got going up this week? So we have a I mean, do you guys like it when I make the event videos? Like I did the Chicago video, and it didn't seem like it was all that popular. I mean, and shout out to Chicago, man. Those guys are a riot. I love them. You know, we had a great time. I was just glad to be part of that. But I have an event here, Fat Man Invasion, that's a video I want to bring out. It's getting to the point now to where like a lot of Foxbody views are down, watch time is down, and I'm not really sure why. But it's almost like it's kind of depressing that, you know, not a lot of stuff is getting watched when it should be. You know what I mean? And I don't want to clickbait my videos. I mean, what good does that do me? But, I mean, I only have 12,000 subscribers, and I'd like to have live chats with 100, 150 people in it. But, I mean, you can't force people to watch. You know, I just try to be as entertaining as possible without putting bikinis in my thumbnails. That'll like never happen ish. Anyway, what else we got going on? So this week I'm working on a video for Fat Man's. I brought you guys out a couple cool videos last week. We're going to be working on do you think I should work on the video install for the black car and the B&G kit? There's a lot of Fox channels. Yeah, you know, and that's the problem. I mean, there's one thing I wanted to discuss with you guys about it too. So the channel memberships that we do, because I know that's going to be a topic. A lot of guys get kind of a different, you know, a different idea of what this is all about. What a channel membership actually does is it just supports the channel. It gives the content creator, you know, the ability to give perks to the channel. Now, giveaways aren't allowed to be part of that because that's more of like a coercion thing, and you don't want to do that. But like, you know, when you support the channel with the join button, it's like, you know, that money goes in with the revenue, and you know that gets paid out at the end of the month. Like, channel memberships are like a way to give back to the channel without actually like giving money. So isn't super chats and super stickers, which you've seen everybody do. And I think that's a great way to, you know, you find a content creator that does live streams or whatever. That's one way to give to the channel, and that's great because a lot of the channels that I you know I collaborate with, we're all in agreement. Like, this money just stays with the channel. You know, this stuff doesn't pay mortgages, doesn't pay truck payments. It's just, you know, I don't want people to get a bad idea. I mean, it's a very positive thing to do for a channel. I'm not asking you to do that because I don't do that, but I do in a sense that, you know, it does help the channel. So I'm kind of running around and around like a Ferris wheel. Anyway, so it's really nice that I'm really glad to see that Brutal opened up his channel membership. I'm sure it's blowed up, and it's well deserved. And if anybody knows anything about giving back to his own channel, it's Brutal. You guys all know that. So, you know, shout out to him for, you know, for what he does with the community. Anyways, no fuel injected. Okay. Keep cranking and doing those video, Neo. They're a lot better than you think. I appreciate that, man. I do appreciate that. So, I just try to keep it real, guys. Everything I do, I build. You know, me and Cousin Paul, you know, Cousin Paul's an unsung hero. I'm hard on him every day. But he's really my cousin. He's my blood cousin, number one. Or cousin, first cousin, whatever. So isn't my cousin Paul, or cousin Fred. And, you know, without those guys, I don't know where I'd be at right now with this business. So, you know, he helps me get this stuff ready. He helps me line stuff up. And, you know, he's part of the channel. I only watch you and Brutal. Both of y'all keep it real, and I have a great content. Sometimes I watch Foxcast. He's cool also. I did miss Fox. You know, I really wish Rod would come back more and do more videos. I would love to collaborate with him as far as like maybe have him call in and talk, you know, and just tell us, you know, I did talk to him. I did talk to him once. And he had talked about, let me tell you what, ain't nothing wrong with Rod. He's not sick. Actually, quite the opposite. He's doing really well. He just got to the point to where YouTube is like kind of right now. It's starting. There's so many Foxbody channels, and there's so many people trying to do YouTube that it's difficult to weed out the channels that you want to watch and you don't want to watch, because stuff looks interesting. I mean, when you put a reaction video up of taking your mom for a ride with a 1,000 horsepower Mustang, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do the same thing. You know what I mean? I'm going to click that and I'm gonna watch that person, whether I'm subscribed to them or not. I appreciate you, Sean Fisher. Welcome to the channel memberships. I'm always shouting channel memberships out. Like I said, everything we do in the channel here stays with the channel. I've been saying that since the beginning. I haven't even got money out of Google yet. And I've had my channel how many years? So that's coming. It's coming soon, but just, you know, that's what Fox Days of Christmas was. We're going to go shopping. I'm going to probably do a video of me shopping. Well, maybe not. That's going to give away everything. Yeah, I mean, and that's exactly, listen, I actually just went to the junkyard. Look what I picked up. Bruh. I keep it real too, son. I think I need a new hub here. Actually, I'm going to cheat and lie to you and say Cousin Paul, Cousin Fred worked Friday, and this is where I sent them. I sent them to go get these spindles. See that? See that? $94.95. Got a little notch in it. So we go to junkyard often. I'll pick up all kind of cool shit. There was 2 Foxbodies on their way out. You know, so I mean, I'm not gonna let a perfectly good airbox get thrown out. People pay good money for this stuff when you clean them up and restore them. You know what I mean? So I mean, I may not video going to the junkyard often, but I do go to the junkyard often. Because you can't let stuff like that go. What's that, what? Oh, you talking about the spindles? Listen, $94.95 is the only spindles you guys want to mess with. Now listen, they come on $94.95 cars. They also come on they come on $94.95 V6s too. Now, if you're going to get the spindles, you need to go in the back and get the rear brakes and the anti-moan bracket, because it don't matter if it's V8 or V6. The brakes are all the same, and so isn't the spindles. $94.95 only. Keep that in mind. I mean, what are you putting the spindle on? Okay, so test subject, the black turbo. I don't even know if I'm down with calling it test subject, but it's test subject right now. I'm going to shout out Fox Chamber, who did the Illuminati video. And then I'm going to shout out Staying Domination, who I just recently subscribed to. Staying Domination did a Cadillac Brembo brake upgrade. One of the main reasons why I ain't going any faster in my black car right now and I don't have the big boy shit in there is because I'm afraid I can't stop it. It needs brakes. It needs all new brakes done as far as like the spindles and the Brembos in the front, which is a Cadillac upgrade. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Staying Domination and a handful of other content creators here on YouTube, you could actually buy a junkyard Cadillac front Brembo brake and it will mount on a $94.95 spindle. Got a little modification to do, but it can be done. So that's what we're going to do. I have a Willwood adjustable proportioning valve. I'm going to put these spindles on with new hubs and 3-inch studs, and I'm going to do the Brembo brakes. I already got them here. I'm going to grind the Cadillac off because ain't nobody want to see that shit. But those are the Brembo 4-piston, and they're going to be really nice. Pretender. Did you not know that? For like $100 each. Like, you can get these spindles at a junkyard for like $50. Now listen. I don't normally tell you to go look at other channels, but I do, but Staying Domination. $94.95 spindles with the master cylinder. Adjustable proportioning valve. Get rid of the old Fox one. And for like $100 a side, each side, you can get ATS, Cadillac ATS 2013 to 2018, 2012 to 20. It's got to be ATS with the brake upgrade. They have Brimbos on them. They say Cadillac on them. You just grind the Cadillac off, look on the back, it says a Brembo. It's a 4-piston caliper. And you modify, you have to do a little bit of modifications, not much, on the spindle, and boom. Brembo off what? No, it's off ATS. Yeah, 2013 to 2018. You can buy those calipers brand new at the store. Like, I shit you not, it's probably the best brake upgrade, period. If you're going to do a SN95 brake upgrade, you don't put the Brembos on, because you probably should buy new calipers anyways from the 94, 95, and you're doing yourself a discredit. So that's a mod. I'm going to leave rear drum in the back, because 0 are given, right? So that way I can crank it up in the front, make sure I can stop in the front. I can do badass burnouts because I got a pretty nice little axle set up in the back. I'm not going to change it to disc yet, but that's something else I can do. What's up, GSF? What rotor? 13 inch. I think you run a 13 inch. Help me out here. I think you run a 13 inch Cobra rotor. Now, that does clear a 17. The only caveat to that, it does not, the Series 1, whatever the SVE Series 1's wheels are, I think it has a clearance problem. So, anyway. Yeah, that's an upgrade that's going to happen on test subject, but I think we could, with the Fox brakes, we went 940s on the Fox brakes. I'm not even shitting you. So I'm pretty sure I can go at 600 wheel in that car with a synchronized transmission. I should be running 1020, 10.0s. The goal is 999 on the TKX. And I don't really need that brake upgrade just yet. So that's kind of nice. 13 inch rotors, nothing smaller than 7. Right. So you'd have to run, well, I'm going to end up running a 3-inch stud on my spindles anyways. So I got a little bit of a spacer I can mess with so I can bring that brake out. But I think, like you were saying, it'll rub in the middle. So, but I run a 17 drag on both fronts of my cars. So when I ordered the SVE wheels to beat the crap out of, they both got 17 fronts. Yeah, Cobra rotors are aftermarket SN. That's right. So I add that to the list of things that's going to happen, but that's not going to happen right now. I know you guys are wondering what the hell happened to Create a Coupe. I keep getting asked on Instagram what the hell's going on with Create a Coupe. Whatever. Like I said earlier in the channel, or earlier in the feed, Create a Coupe is going to happen, and Create a Coupe is going to be with a hatchback. And you guys are probably saying, like, what? So what we're going to do is we're going to chop the whole top off of a hatchback, and we're going to weld that coupe roof on, because I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that. It's going to be some crazy shit, and we're going to call it Megatron, but we're going to put the cage in the car first. So we're going to weld the tops of the cage and everything, and get the cage all in straight, because the hatchback that we're going to use has big subframes on it, so I'm not worried about the car tweaking. We're going to weld the subframes in, or we're going to weld the cage in, and then I'm going to weld the rooftop. Now, Megatron's going to be a stripper car. Now, if you don't know what a stripper car is, it's a car basically built for racing. And, you know, it's going to have a couple Kirkies. It's going to still look quality inside. It's not going to be a stripper car, but it's going to be a lightweight coupe. Lightweight coupe. So, we called it Megatron because you're going to be able to see, like, my rooftop is like blue, and this car is like a dull gray. So what we're going to do, and that's kind of like, Megatron was real rough and rugged from the Transformers, and you can see all the rivets. So, or whatever. When we weld the body to the car, we're not even really going to sand the welds down. I mean, we're going to clean it up, and then I'm going to clear seal it, and I'm going to clear it, and it's going to look patina. Does that make sense? Where you can see all the stitches. You see what I mean? What's up, SJM? It's good to see you, brother. I'm worried GSF. I'm worried I'll run out of room. Might have to go to 355s, but I'd rather not. Car is 347, 76, 570 wheel at 11 pounds, TK 600. What are you worried about with room wise? I didn't even know Mach 1 rotors was that another one? Smaller than 17. Who said? Oh yeah, Sean did. No, you should be. Hey, if you run that car on a 28, you'll have plenty of room. 355s on a 28. Yeah, actually a 26, you'd still be dancing at about 64 or 6500. Oh, that's a big gear. Yeah, if you ran a 28 tire with that, you'd be really good, GSF. Ask me how I know that. Anyway, guys, has anybody got anything else? Like I said, I'm going to be working on my website this week, so I might do another short video. What do you guys think of last week's video, Budget Brawler? Crazy, huh? You guys like that short video stuff? Like the 3-minute videos? Because I'm going to be honest with you, most of my channel at the beginning, I didn't even know I had 2,700 subs until January of 2019. And anything pretty much before December 28, 2018 was all just 2-minute, 3-minute videos. You guys remember that, right? I don't delete any of my videos, so you can see where the channels came over the past few years. So, like, a lot of my shorts or videos or you know, stuff like at the track and whatever, but I'm thinking about going back to my roots and posting a lot more with a lot less time. You see what I mean? It seems like I'm not going to TikTok this shit, but I'm not going to do TikTok. If I did anything that was short video, it would be on YouTube for the audience that I already built for you guys. You know what I mean? That just makes sense. Yeah, Budget Brawler is sick. He broke that car again. So, Pat Turchin, I offered Pat Turchin a free short block. So, his short block has seen better days and it's still running fast. So, what we're going to try to do, if Pat's interested and he wants a short block, I got about 3 of my motors that I pulled out of storage that have just been sitting there. They need to be either broke down or rebuilt. So I'm going to pick one that looks really good inside and I'm going to give it to him to send and bend. So that's what we're going to do with him. I'd like to see you get a stock Fox body and run it. I do. Sean Ray, you need to really go check out the playlist for my dad's blue car. Dad's blue car is not even a mass air car, and it's got three power adders on it. We did exactly what you're talking about, Sean. We went one mod at a time. Dad's car didn't have shit. Control arms got replaced. We rebuilt the axle, put C-clip eliminators, put 31 spline axles in. We put subframes. We did not cage the car. It's at the point now where the car needs an anti-roll bar. And you guys can drive an anti-roll bar on the street. Whatever. I don't care what they say. It's fine. But it's a stock motor. Dad's car is a bone stock motor. We did stick a 40 intake on it and change the rockers to Ford rockers, not something that came in the Cobras. So that did happen, Sean. SJM, I like good track day. Good track days. Lots of racing, laughing, joking with friends. Let me tell you what, man. That's what I like to bring. You know, when you're seeing somebody make a pass, you know what I mean? Having some fun. I did not mass air Dad's car. I will not mass air Dad's car. Matter of fact, we're going to take the supercharger off that car because we're done playing with that supercharger. We're going to leave the meth on because we're going to build our own turbo kit for that car. Speed density, stock motor. I haven't decided whether I'm going to use the stock headers yet or them extra 5-inch and 5/8 ones I've gotten from a couple of those parts cars that I have. So yeah, it's getting late here. So anybody got anything else? I'll catch up with you. I'll catch up with you, Stangman 78. I appreciate you. Shout out to my cousin Paul, my cousin Fred, for helping me make the dream come true here. And for all you guys that are watching on the channel, I mean, I live and breathe Fox bodies. It's all I do every day, all day. But yeah, smash that like button. If you guys are interested in giving something back to the channel, being part of the club members, got some. I got a bunch of T-shirts going out very soon for some of the club members. We do, you know, it's just a great perk to have you guys on the channel. I think I am going to do a members only live chat soon, which my members are pretty active in my chat as it is. So I do appreciate you guys. I need to do some new emojis. What's the mod you did to your dad's car? You jumped a wire. What's the mod you did to your dad's car? You jumped a wire. I'm not sure what that is. I got to send you my email, Dan. Yeah, hey, guys, if you guys are interested in some merch, all my shirts are front and back, and they're vinyl. So they won't, look, this shirt's old and hasn't cracked yet. So this is always going to be nice. My hats, I got another order coming in. If you guys are interested, hit me up at neomustangs@hotmail.com. That's actually the website email that I'm just finishing up now. So, yeah. I will see you guys very soon. Like I said, Brutal is live. I think he's giving away some stuff if he hasn't already. So, I appreciate everybody here. Thank you for chiming in. I did manage to get some things done. Got a chance to talk to you guys. Have a good week and see you soon.